Hey guys, good morning. My name is Sarah Try and just wanted to talk a little bit about how to run an effective business with very simple accounting principles. I just wanted to go in how to keep it simple and how to make sure that you're staying on top of your finances when it comes to your business. So like I've already said, you want to keep it simple. That's your goal, is to make everything really simple. Okay. And when you're running your business finances, I want you to think about and have the perspective that you're running the business for someone else. So you would never steal from that business, or you would never pay yourself or take money from that business for personal expenses. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. This is really simple. You're going to set up a separate checking account for your business, and you're going to call it, it's going to be a sole proprietorship business account, and you're going to set it up as a DBA account, doing business as. So for me, it would be Sarah Try, doing business as Sarah Try Fitness, for example. Okay, so whatever you've named your business. Okay, so out of that business checking account, or that sole proprietorship account, I would really recommend having a debit card, okay, and having checks. Okay, at this point, when you're in your early stages of your business, you don't really need a business credit card right now. Use the debit card. For me, our business is incorporated, and you can no longer get debit cards for incorporated businesses. So I have no choice but to use a credit card. But from personal experience, I would tell you to use a debit card so that you have that feeling that it's real money and that you're not overspending, because as you all know, it's really easy to overspend on credit cards, and I've done it. So don't make the mistakes I've made. Okay, so whatever expenses that you have for that business need to be coming out of that checking account, doing business as. Any income that you have coming in from that business needs to be directly deposited into that account. So it's all business expenses and income coming in from one account. So whenever you have leftover, so for, let's just say that you have a month of income and expenses and you have leftover $1,000. Yay, you made $1,000 profit. That's really exciting. You can write yourself a check for the profit, but you must first take 25% out of that check and put it in a tax savings account. So if you have $1,000 left over, you're going to take 25% of that 1,000, which is $250. You're going to put that in a tax savings account that you don't touch. And you're either going to pay quarterly taxes, or you're going to pay that next year when you run your taxes. The rest, the $750, is going to come to you, and you're going to write yourself a check to deposit into your personal account. What this does is it's like a very easy, simple way to pay yourself and put yourself on payroll. But you have to remember, as a business, you can't just be, and I did this for so long with my business, is I was just taking the income that I was making for my business and putting it in my personal checking. I was paying business expenses out of my personal checking. It's a mess, it's a nightmare, and it doesn't make things simple and clear cut. So take advice from me, set up a very simple checking account, and all of the business expenses and income are coming through that. You write yourself a check, okay? Especially for those of you that still have a full-time job and still have income coming in, this can be done on a monthly basis. Like, hey, whatever your expenses are for the month and your income is for the month, whatever's left over, you can write yourself a check monthly. You can write yourself a tax savings check monthly. For those of you that are doing your business full-time and you rely on the business income to help you with your living expenses, maybe you do that more frequently. Like maybe you see what your profit is for the week, or you see what your profit is over 2 weeks, and you write yourself a check twice a month or 4 times a month for weekly expenses, for living expenses. And for anybody that hasn't been in business for over 5 years, you need to be making sure that your living expenses are as low as possible, so that all of the money is staying in the business and that you're building up some business equity. And that's going to be something else that we'll talk about in a later time. But for now, this is just very simple accounting, and it's just a really easy way to make sure that you're covered for taxes, for your business, for your income, and you are paying yourself, and you're keeping everything nice and clear cut. Okay, see you guys later. Have a great day.